Hey guys, welcome back to Kotlin series. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the constructor and secondary constructor in the Kotlin. Also, I'll show you how you can use the init block in Kotlin. So let's begin by creating a separate class for that. As usual, we need a main function. So I'll type main and press tab. So it will create a main function. Now I'm creating a class just to show you how we can create a constructor inside this class. So I'm creating a class with the name new cars and I'm declaring some variable like name as a string type, and it is showing error, so we need to initialize it. And the model same as string type, and then I'm initializing its empty value. Now I'll create a function as well, so car name, and that will simply print the car name. And another function that will print the model. Now I'll create a object from the main so that this function can get called. So I'm creating an object for this, and now I'll print this object dot function name. That is, so we can with the dot operator we can access the model name and the car name and the model, all the functions. So I'm just printing the car name. That will print just the name. So right now it is empty, so it will print just the empty value. So let's run and see how it look like. So right now it should print just the empty value. So you can see there is nothing in it. So it did not print anything. Now I'm defining some values. I'm giving some value to these variables like accord, and it's Alex as the model. So now it will print accord because we are just printing we are calling this function name, car name. So it print name of the car which we given above. Now, so this is the basically one class, and now if we take these input name and the model as the inside the constructor, so I'm defining it inside as a primary constructor, name and model, and then we'll remove it from here. Then we need to pass when we are making an object. So I'm passing these values from there. I need to define it as a val. So now we can access inside the function. And now I'll call the model as well. So it will print accord and Alex. As soon as first it will create an object and then it will call these two functions. So it will print accord and Alex, as you can see, accord and Alex. So this is how we create the primary constructor. Now I'm creating a secondary constructor. So we can create multiple constructor. So in this constructor we have the keyword constructor, and inside it we'll take a input parameter. So I'm taking a name parameter as a string type, and then we need to call this that will refer to the primary constructor. So this is the mandatory step that we need to perform. So now I'll call these two parameters. First we taking inside the secondary constructor, and second will pass any value, like either we pass the empty value. I'm passing it as the ex as the model. So technically it will call this primary function from the secondary function, but we'll when we'll be creating an object, at that time we'll just simply call the secondary constructor. So I'll delete this from the, so I'm just passing one value accord, and it is calling the secondary constructor, and from this keyword it is calling the primary constructor. Now let's run and see what it print. So it will print accord and ex, because after creating an object we are calling these car name and car model function. Now I'll show you the init block. So init is, we can create a block by just typing init, and this is the first block which called when we create an object. So before calling any function, this init block get called, and this inside this we usually do some initialization work, whatever it is needed inside our class. So as soon as this first statement will call, then it will call this init block called, it will print the init block code. Let's run and see. So first it will print init block called, and then it print the name, and then it print the model in a sequence. So when here it's create the first block, then it call this function car name, then it call the model and print the ex value. So now you must be having like in mind, if you have the two block, what happened. So in this, what happened, it call this init block in the sequence as they have defined. So first it will print init block called, then it will call second init block called, and then it will print the name of car, and then it will print the model of the car. So guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.